Alright, you know the drill. I just got back from work. Riot posted a new trailer while I was at work. I already watched it. It's about the new 2v2v2v2 game mode. Like you can already see here. This video won't be edited, of course, because I wanna upload it today on Tuesday still. So yeah, I let you watch the video first as a whole, and then I'll analyze it a bit again. So let's get to it, shall we? Alright, that was a bit, right? So let's get right into it. As always, that's just nothing special actually. Alright, so now we see the starting point for 2v2v2v2. We see those little flower things here. I mean, it is just the base thing actually. You can also, from the last video which I uploaded yesterday about the trailer, there is actually a merchant here in the middle, or should be probably, and I guess there are also many. Maybe it's no, that's actually a fighting area as well. So this one and this one. It has different themes, which I really like, which could maybe mean that Riot brings back the winter map. Would be cool if you can customize it for you, if you want to have it as Winter Wonderland or normal. But it's just I just suspected. Doesn't really have to say anything. See, here we have the merchant, the chunk in the middle, and here already, as already in the last video, Gwen, Pyke, Zed, Samira, Jhin, Nafari, and Lux. Maybe just 2v2v2v2, yeah, duel across. So this is just normal PvP, let's put in quotation marks. Okay, it's actually a PvE, a PvP map, what I just said. You can also see blast cones, bushes for assassins like Ranger. Can we just say that it was actually kinda weak W? We just use it as this. But I mean, I do it as well. It's damage after all, so eh. Round 2, another map. And you can also see that is actually closing in this Ring of Fire, which I said from one of the last game modes, which hasn't been there for a while, so I guess they don't bring this game mode back. It's just this old game mode back. It's just to lower the fighting area, to make it smaller. can see it here. Here's already the Ring of Fire, and it's kind of fast actually. Here as well. Here we can see a bit of new and now is something that's actually pretty fucking cool, which you all but Garen. And now we come to the augments. Now, there are a few names where I thought probably I know what it is, but we knew that augments are coming to this game mode, just like in TFT, and it can be pretty funny. Though I guess what Garen just did was an augment that says if you get a kill or you participate in a kill, your ult cooldown gets reset. Alright, look at this. Now, we'll begin here. Blunt force, maybe you get additional 80 when you're in combat. I don't know. I don't really know what most of them are, but buff buddies, maybe both of you get a blue or red buff, or both. Contract killer, probably you get more probably you get more gold if you kill someone. Deft, I guess because it's technically also the attack speed icon, you get additional attack speed. Buckle up, we already saw the Slay, we'll see it again, but yeah. Job resolve, I don't know. Combo Master, maybe something like Samira's passive or Conqueror, something like that maybe. Celestial Body, I guess you regenerate more health out of combat or in combat. Cannon Fodder, maybe you get less damage. Banner of Command, we know. What was it? Zekis was it? Yeah, I don't know what the item does, but OG or all players or TFT players know this icon actually. Apex Inventor, don't know. It has a sand watch though. Maybe you get more time. I don't know. Extendo Arm, it is explained in a bit. Courage of Colossus, maybe you get bigger. Circle of Death, probably when the ring begins to close, which we saw, this Ring of Fire, it you regenerate more HP maybe. Chauffeur, probably you get faster, just in general. Can't touch this. Maybe you get a spell shield, I don't know. Or a shield, a burst shield like Immortal Shield Bow or Styrax. Back to basics, maybe only our auto attacks would be cool. No abilities at all, but stronger auto attacks. Acceleration sorcery, I don't know, and Blade Walls is also being explained in a bit. Don't blink, probably, I guess it's like Nico's W. Defensive maneuvers, maybe more maybe you get more resistances, armor and magic resist. Dashing, I suppose you dash, but stronger than Gale Force or Hextech Rocket Belt. Now you see me, I get to that in a bit. Now you see me. Gain the Now You See Me summoner spell. So it's all, or most of it is summoner spells, or some of it at least, which is pretty interesting though. Now You See Me, Now You See Me teleports you back to the starting position of your last movement ability. I love that they used Akali to demonstrate it because it looks so fucking cool. I literally can't wait to do this myself. As you already know, I'm an Akali OTP, and I'm really excited for this. Let's try to analyze this actually. Old cast. She uses it to go back auto, the stronger auto, E. You wait a minute, what the fuck was that? Uses E, it connects, recasts, flashes, and recasts. Alright. But as you can see actually. It's interesting actually because it seems to have almost no cooldown. Because you see, Akali ulted. Here is the point where you can go. She goes back, point is erased. She uses her E, this point is here again. And then she, you can't really see it that good. But then here's the point again. So either it's shown for every movement ability, which, I mean, it could make sense though, to always have it to always see it, or it has actually no cooldown, which would be pretty broken though. Extend arm, automatically fire a blitzcrank hook every 12 seconds at a nearby enemy champion. That's fun. It's Legion. That's funny. Blade Waltz. Get the Blade Waltz summoner spell. Blade Waltz makes you untargetable while you dash and damage enemies repeatedly. Alright, so yeah, I was just stupid. Actually, it's pretty much like his Q, or the old Q of Fiora, where she technically did this. That was literally her old Q, but I'm not completely wrong. But yeah, it's a bit like his Q actually for everyone who wanna use it. Of course, it is pretty strong with Fiora and her ult to get the weak spots. Here we have the Slay. I have no idea what it is. Maybe you can't be... But I actually don't know. But you can't see, here's the Vex thingy, but they are not playing against Vex. So... I don't know. Here's the Vex thing, which says you just dashed. I do additional damage to you when I auto-attack you or hit you with an ability. But... Or... No, they are attacking this thing. I have no clue. I actually have no clue what this thing does. Because they are not fighting again. Because those are Sivir and Action. It's not Vex. Means this makes no sense. But okay, I'll let myself be surprised about that. Now we have Jinx ult, and you can actually see Victor with a Kindred ult. So probably that's gonna be an augment as well, that you can get different ults from champions, like Kindred or maybe even Garen, I don't know. A bit like Ultimate Spellbook, so too, I guess. Yes, there we have Caitlyn with Ezreal. Yes, Ezreal from Kate. I have no clue what this is. Ah, it heals, I suppose. It heals when destroyed. A bit like the honey fruit. It gives a shield when you attack it. When you destroy it, it heals you a bit. Okay. I have no idea what they mean with Soul Fighter cameos. I have no clue what that is. Camille, Lux. Maybe PvE. Maybe that's what they would make sense. It would really make sense. We have Wukong here. Yi and here also Lysandra, Anivia, Volibear, and Ornn against. So I suppose what Riot is. Okay, I said that at the end. Yes, she's like. So what Riot is technically doing? They didn't bring really good content for about half a year. For the past whole 6 months, they didn't really bring content except with skins and with Milio. So they really put everything into this. They make a new game mode, 2v2v2v2 entirely. They come with augments, which they technically got from TFT as well, but I personally have no problem with that because it's funny actually. But also they introduced a new PvE mode because as you can see here, it's Nafari with her tournament skin, Soul Fighter skin, against Nyla, Misfortune, Wukong, and Yi. So a 1v4 PvE. Or it is PvP maybe, I don't know. But I suppose PvE because you see what Lux is doing there with her left hand. She's targeting. Or no, not actually 4v1 PvE, but rather 2v2 versus an AI bot. Because you can still hear better. Here's red health bar, red health bar, blue health bar, blue health bar, and then there's Lux with her weird thingy. And maybe the winner plays against Set Samira. That's something actually. So let's go back and summarize all of it again. No. So small starting map, which is it's not the starting map. It's actually the one PvE map. Same thing. As well. And as I already said, it's different thematics. So maybe Riot is bringing back later this year the different map skins like Winter Wonderland. Maybe, I don't know. Here's the starting area where you can buy items. I don't know how the buying will go. How much gold you have if you keep your items after a round. I don't know. Alright, now as I already said, a small PvE map with blast counts actually and bonuses. And a really weird W from Set. Here you can already see as you got Ring of Fire, which is close. A few augments where you can maybe think what the here, my girl Akali. Sorry, but I had to say my girl Akali. Sorry. One of the mobile assassins, like also Zed maybe. No, Zed, Akali, LeBlanc actually. Could be useful for all of them. Yes, and you can actually see how much damage you will get in this. You see how much HP. Now she has about 1000 when she's getting knocked out. See how fast her health bar went down? That's like a lot. Whoop. You see? One tick. Second. Okay, no, that's Ryscu. But still, it is a bit. Now, here's 1000. Okay, maybe 700, 800 HP. Now she's out here. And see, one tick. Now Ryscu. Oh, it is a bit. It is actually lots of damage. Because probably they don't want just Bundo healing himself against it. Yes, Ryscu or Fiora's old Q. Because I think it will proc crit chance and lifesteal maybe. The weird slay. The Kindred ult, which the Ezreal ult from which is the new, let's call it the new honey fruit, which if you attack it heals a bit, gives you a shield, and if you destroy it, it heals you. The 2v2v1 with a 2v2v bot. And I really like the Samira skin though. So it really is happening actually. Riot is giving us lots of content actually. Like a lot. So that was, I just analyzed the video. What you wanna do with my analyzation is your thing. What is that? Oh, okay. Want me. But yeah, as already, feel free to subscribe, like, and share the video with your friends. You don't have to. It's completely free, and you can always change your mind. Okay, we'll just put this video from Ryscu just now because I just now saw it. I won't actually analyze this video, but I just want to hear what he has to say.
Riot just released some brand new footage of the 2v lots of other people game mode. Of course, this sparked a bunch of questions like, will this become a permanent game mode? There's lots of new information from today scattered across Reddit, so I compiled the most common questions into this video for you guys, so let's get into it. So this clip from the teaser shows Garen ulting twice. Here it is. Does Garen get ult resets as his unique ability for the game mode? They're part of the new game mode. If you've played TFT before, you get augments as the game progresses, which are like a selection of power-ups that you choose from. Hence why Lucian has a shield around him in the Senna Lucian versus Yasuo Yone fight. I presume one of them is an ult reset if you get a kill. Medlo then responded and said pretty much, though I believe this particular augment, unless it's changed since I last played it, is that you can cast your ultimate a second time each match, kill or not. Do all 164 champions have an augment? They're not champion specific. You could get a double cast Syndra ult or a double cast Galio ult or whatever, though they're not all equally common and there's a pretty large pool of them. This may have been answered before, but will the 2v2v2v2 allow you to queue with more than one friend like TFT and play against each other? Up to one other player. We'll be exploring options to expand to larger lobby sizes for a potential future date. We mostly didn't go over lobby sizes of 2 for this release since there was a lot of design and engineering concerns and it would need more time in the oven. Expect to see changes on this should the mode return. Is this mode permanent or event only? For now, it'll be live for the course of the event. We'll be using this time to evaluate future plans for the mode. We're really excited about its direction, but we want to make sure we have time to gather feedback and make sure we can push it to where players would like it to be for a permanent mode. Nexus Blitz prize fights were so hype. I do hope they let old champs be viable in the 2s mode, let some real cheese threats happen like Ivern Rengar, Anivia Vayne, Sion Zillion, etc. We'll be keeping a close eye on this, but we've done our best to ensure most champions feel viable and can meet major power fantasy moments that they'd expect to. As an ex-Battle Right player, will I enjoy this new mode, or is it more aimed towards casual play? I'll say the mode will be much more friendly to casual play compared to other offerings. The nature of quicker fights that are easier to get a handle of and the lack of major macro gameplay elements help a ton with more casual players. That said, augment and item build opportunities really reward players who have a mind for understanding what optimal potential opportunities there are. TLDR, low skill floor, high skill and knowledge ceiling. Why is something like this that presumably takes a lot more effort to build than something like Earth limited time? That just seems like a wildly dumb choice to me. We don't want to release something permanently if players don't love it. We end up splitting our focus between too many things and then it restricts us making new things. If it goes well, we'll bring it back. Are old champions viable? Even stacking late game ones like Kindred, Veigar and Aurelion Sol. Stacking champions have some bespoke logic to ensure they do ramp up over game time. Are all champions viable? That's the goal. The balance of the mode is so different from other modes though that I'm quite sure we'll still be learning things through the whole run of the event. Is there any chance that we can play this with a custom lobby? We have a group of 10 or so friends that we play League with and we can never play game modes together. 2v2v2v2 would be so cool with all the friends. We won't for the first release, but it's something that we really do want to add in the future. A lot of our team members want to play that way as well. Is the intention that this mode becomes permanent like TFT? Our current intention is to run it for the duration of the summer event and hopefully be able to bring it back in the future. But at the end of the day, it's going to be about how you folks engage with it. If it has a huge and lasting appeal, I'm sure we'll be having those conversations about either leaving it up or bringing back an improved version to make it permanent. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and if you enjoy staying up to date with League news, be sure to subscribe and I'll see you in the next video.
Alright, so long story short, Riot says it can be permanent if you guys like it. And they did a few things to actually balance it. So that's technically all the video that says. So let's go again to the part where I say feel free to subscribe, like and share the video if you want. If you don't want, it's completely understandable. We'll see us in the next video. Maybe Riot releases a new trailer tomorrow. I hope not. But until then, until the next video, see ya.